So it's great to welcome to Interpol World Television Victor Mudertsov from Crea.vision and London-based Crea.vision. Victor, tell us about Crea.vision. Who are you? What do you do? What do you provide?
Right. Crea.vision is a UK-based startup which I founded 4 years ago to look at new ways how image acquisition can be differently made for computer vision so that computer vision utilizes its full potential. We designed a computer vision sensor that mimics the way humans see, combining peripheral and central vision to maximize the potential of computer vision, improve efficiency and performance. So it's kind of a much better way for machines and computers to see and understand the world.
So there's a lot of technology out there that's looking at the way you put images together, and we see new cameras and we see new techniques. What makes your technology different and stand out?
What's happening at the moment, we're trying to apply computer vision algorithms to the video footage obtained from traditional cameras, and that is a little bit of a bottleneck. Cameras were invented like over 100 years ago to shoot motion pictures. They're not particularly suited for computer vision. Without going too deep into technical issues, there's a small window of opportunity with traditional cameras to capture someone's face, for instance, and recognize it. And there's this really difficult compromise we need to make. It's either range or field of view. If we want to focus on a distant object, we're reducing the field of view to a really narrow space. So that is the problem we try to address at Crea.vision, and we believe that's really, once we break this bottleneck, we're going to see a lot of new interesting applications.
So for the audience out there, is there a simple way of explaining how the technology bit of it works?
Basically, it's like I said, it mimics the way humans see, combining peripheral and central vision. With peripheral vision, we maintain awareness of our surroundings. It kind of helped our ancestors to hunt without being hunted. We can detect change of color with our peripheral vision. We can detect motion. We can detect shapes. And with our central vision, we can of course zoom in on a distant object and recognize some details. So we try to implement the same kind of philosophy there. Our sensor features a 360-degree peripheral module that monitors the environment, and it feeds information into the central vision module, which is the PTZ camera that can focus on a distant object and recognize. And then we fuse all this data to combine this kind of model of awareness of the surroundings, which essentially helps to reduce the number of cameras in a space, reduce hardware.
So the peripheral vision comes from another camera system, or?
That's right, a 360-degree camera array. So it's a set of cameras.
And where do you see this adding value? Where's the greatest impact, do you think?
We can see value being added from various areas. First and foremost, efficiency. We can reduce the number of cameras, reduce the hardware requirements, storage space requirements, number of screens to look at. So we can finally automate video surveillance and move from the human-based monitoring. And analysis.
Now, you've also got some quite sophisticated video analytics in the background that allows you to track people very accurately. In an increasingly privacy-driven society, is there a need, do you think you're going to be able to deploy that capability in a way that it can be properly utilized?
That's one of my favorite subjects. I believe there is a place for this kind of technology, and there's use cases where this technology is going to be very helpful. We are living in an increasingly transparent world where technology really is involved in many aspects of our lives. I think what we can all agree on, none of us want to live in a police state, that's for sure. But at the same time, we don't want the criminals roaming around freely, scheming and plotting to disrupt our lives. So to me, this question is about technology getting to the level where it's mature enough and reliable enough to focus on solving security issues and threats without interfering into the lives of innocent people. So this is what we're trying to focus on at Crea.vision, and yeah, I believe we're going to get there.
So Tony Porter, who's the UK Surveillance Camera Commissioner, is very anti-mass surveillance for mass surveillance sake, to try and identify one or two criminals that are coming through. It's all about proportionality, he says. Does your video analytics allow the system to be proportional and only filter in what it needs to and keep everything else filtered out, or how does it work?
With face recognition, obviously yes, if it's mass surveillance, you're trying to match all the faces with the database of known criminals. It's about the higher accuracy of face recognition. What our solution tries and address there is the much higher accuracy, not with the algorithmic solution, but with the hardware solution, which takes into account multiple instances of recognition of a face, and from there there's a much better chance to filter out all the faces that the surveillance system don't need to focus on, and only focus on those individuals who need to be referred to the surveillance teams.
So if you had an opportunity to go and stand on the stage with all the delegates that are here at Interpol World and all the delegates that couldn't make it, so are going to be watching this video, what's the one key message or one or two key messages that you want to give them?
I would say the world is facing really ever-increasing threats and potential terrorist attacks. So we need to focus on teaming up with individuals who are interested in bringing in new solutions to tackle those issues and help to make the world a safer place.
Victor, on that note, I don't think we can better it. Thank you very much indeed for talking to us at Interpol World Television.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.